it's Jen from Winrose Fiber Studio. Today, let's crochet the Sunburst Slouchy. For this project, you'll need 3 different colors, 1 skein of each. I like to choose 2 warms and a cool, and I'm going to be using this navy as my brim. You'll also need both a 5mm and a 6mm crochet hook. We'll also be using a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, and 1 stitch marker. We'll be using our 3 colors in order, ABC, ABC, and C will be our brim color. We'll begin our project using color A and our 6mm crochet hook. Start by chaining 4, then slip stitch into the 4th chain from your hook, forming a ring. Now we're all set up for round 1. Round 1 begins by chaining 1, and then we're going to work 8 single crochets into our ring. Mark the first of these single crochets. We'll be marking the first stitch of each round throughout our project. Continue working into the ring, making single crochets until you have a total of 8 stitches. When you've completed 8 single crochets, we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet, changing to color B. Insert your hook under that beginning single crochet and then yarn over with color B, pull through that stitch and through the loop on your hook. Now we can move on to round 2. We'll begin by chaining 1, and then we're going to work a double crochet in that same stitch. And then we're going to go ahead and mark this double crochet because it is the first stitch of our round. And then into that same stitch, we'll be working a single crochet. Now we begin our repeating pattern for this round. Into each stitch, you'll work a double crochet and a single crochet. You work a double crochet and then you go back into that same stitch and work a single crochet. So each of our 8 stitches will have 2 stitches worked into them. This round has a total of 16 stitches. Once again, we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning double crochet. This time we're changing to color C. We pull that through and through the loop on our hook. And then we're ready for round 3. We begin round 3 by chaining 1, and then we're going to work a double crochet into that same stitch. We'll take a moment to add our stitch marker to our first stitch, and then we're going to go back into that same stitch with a single crochet, and then you'll work a single crochet in the next stitch. Now we begin our repeating pattern into the next stitch. You'll work both a double crochet and a single crochet, and then you're going to single crochet in the next stitch. So it's a double crochet and a single crochet in the next stitch, and then a single crochet in the stitch after that. Repeat this pattern all the way around. This round will have a total of 24 stitches. The top of our hat is already looking cute. It looks like it has a little sun in the middle with rays all the way around. When you get back to the beginning, you'll slip stitch to your beginning double crochet, and we're going to change back to color A. Set those beginning tails aside so you don't accidentally pick one of those up. Work that slip stitch and we're ready to move on to round 4. Round 4 begins in the same way. You'll chain 1 and then you'll work a double crochet in the same stitch. Let's mark this stitch. And into that same beginning stitch, we'll work a single crochet. Now we'll work a double crochet in the next stitch and a single crochet in the stitch after that. Here begins our repeating pattern. Into the next stitch, you'll work both a double crochet and a single crochet, and then you'll work a double crochet in the next stitch and a single crochet in the stitch after that. You'll repeat this pattern all the way around. Round 4 has 32 stitches in total. After I show you the repeating pattern one more time, we'll move ahead to the very end of this round. We've got one more repeating pattern. And with this single crochet, we've completed round 4. There's nothing left to do but to slip stitch to our beginning double crochet, changing our color to color B. These beginning tails were sort of bothering me, so I grouped them together and just tied them in a loose overhand knot. A little yarn management along the way never hurts. And now I can grab yarn color B, yarn over, and work my slip stitch. Here we are at round 5. Round 5 is a big one, so I've broken it up into parts. It begins with a chain 1, and then double crocheting in that same stitch. We mark this double crochet as the first stitch of the round, and then into the same stitch we work a single crochet. Double crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the stitch after that, and then double crochet into the next stitch. Now we begin our repeating pattern. You'll work a single crochet and a double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the stitch after that, then double crochet in the next stitch, and then single crochet in the next stitch. Now we'll work a double crochet and a single crochet both in the next stitch, then double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the stitch after that, and then double crochet in the next stitch. You're going to repeat all of that 4 times until you come to the last 4 stitches, and then you'll work a single crochet and a double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the stitch after that, then double crochet, and our last stitch in this round is a single crochet. Round 5 has a total of 40 stitches, and then we'll slip stitch to our beginning double crochet, changing our yarn to color C. Moving on to round 6, we begin by chaining 1. In the first stitch, we'll work a double crochet, then we'll mark this stitch, and into the same space we'll work a single crochet and another double crochet. Now single crochet in the next stitch, then skip a stitch and work a double crochet in the next stitch. And now we'll start our repeating pattern. Single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, all in the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, skip a stitch, and then work a single crochet in the stitch after that. Now we're going to work a double, single, double in the next stitch, single crochet in the stitch after that, skip a stitch, and then double crochet in the next stitch. Work this repeating pattern a total of 4 times. I'm going to go through it one more time, and then we'll head on to the end of this round. Okay, we're going to time travel to the end of round 6. We finish up this round with the single, double, single in the next stitch. And then we'll work a double crochet, skip a stitch, and work our last single crochet. We'll finish this round by slip stitching to our beginning double crochet. And then we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch, changing to color A. That extra slip stitch gets us to the top of a point. We're beginning to form 10 points around our circle to make our sunburst. Now we're going to expand on our sunburst heading into round 7. You'll chain 1, and then into that same stitch you're going to work a double. Mark that because that's the first stitch of our round. And then into the same stitch work a single, a double, a single, and another double. So there are 5 stitches in all going into this very first stitch. Single crochet in the next stitch, and then you're going to skip 2 stitches and work a double crochet in the next stitch. Here we are at our repeating pattern. Into the next stitch you're going to single, double, single, double, single. That's 5 stitches in all worked into this next stitch. And then into the next stitch you'll work a double crochet, skip 2 stitches, and work a single crochet. Now you're going to work a double, single, double, single, double in the next stitch. Then single crochet into the next stitch, skip 2, and work a double crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this pattern 4 times. And just like magic, we're at the end of the round where we finish off with a single, double, single, double, single. And then a double crochet in the next stitch. Skip 2 and single crochet in that last stitch. We're going to slip stitch to our beginning double crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, changing to color B on the last one. So there's 1 slip stitch, and here's our last slip stitch, and we're going to pick up color B. This gets us to the top of this point and all set up for round 8. Here you can see our sunburst starting to take shape. The back side shows how we're neatly carrying our colors. Are you ready to carry on? Let's head into round 8. Round 8 begins by chaining 1, and then into that same stitch we're going to work a double crochet. I'm going to mark it real quick, and then we're going to continue working into this stitch with a single crochet, then a double crochet, single, double, single, and 1 more double. There are 7 stitches going into this first stitch. I promise you that's the most we're going to do. Then into the next stitch you'll work a single crochet, into the stitch after that a double crochet, then we're going to skip 2 stitches, work a single crochet in the next stitch, and a double crochet in the stitch after that. Now we begin our repeating pattern. This is a big one. Into the next stitch you'll work single, double, single, double, single, double, single. After that, you'll work a double crochet in the next stitch, a single crochet in the next stitch, skip 2, double in the next stitch, single in the next stitch. In the next stitch, you'll work double, single, double, single, double, single, double. And then a single in the stitch after that, a double in the next stitch, skip 2 stitches, then a single in the next stitch, and a double in the next stitch. You're going to repeat all of this 4 times. That'll get you all the way around our hat until there's 1 set of stitches left. Into the next stitch, you're going to work single, then double, single, then double, single, double, single, double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the stitch after that, then skip 2, and then we're working a double crochet in the next stitch. Now we're working into our slip stitches from the previous row, so it's going to be a little bit harder. Just take your time with it. And then our last stitch is a single crochet. Join with a slip stitch to the beginning double crochet. You can remove your stitch marker, and then we're going to slip stitch in the next 3 stitches. Here's 1, 2, and on the 3rd and last one, we're going to change our colors. We're going back to color C, and these 3 slip stitches get us up to the top of a point. Our sunburst is really starting to take shape. One of the things I love about varying our stitches is that it creates a texture in our fabric. This does a great job of hiding our seam. We begin row 9 with a chain 1. Into the same stitch, work a double crochet and mark this stitch. Continuing in the same stitch, work a single crochet, a double, a single, and 1 more double, just 5 stitches this time. Then you're going to skip a stitch and work a single crochet in the next stitch, a double crochet in the next stitch, and then a single crochet in the stitch after that. Skip 2 stitches, then work a double crochet. In the following stitch, work a single crochet, and in the stitch after that, work a double crochet. Then you'll skip a stitch. Here comes our repeating pattern. Into the next stitch, work a single, double, single, double, single. Then you'll skip a stitch and work a double, then a single, then a double, skip 2 stitches, and then you're working a single, a double, and a single. Skip a stitch, and then you're back to the top of the next point, working a double, single, double, single, double. You'll skip a stitch, and then single crochet in the next stitch, then a double crochet, a single crochet in the stitch after that, skip 2 stitches, double crochet in the next stitch, then a single in the stitch after that, and then a double crochet in the next stitch. You'll skip the next one and you'll work this entire repeat 4 times until we get to the end of the round. In the last point, you'll be working a single, double, single, double, single. You'll skip a stitch and then work a double crochet, a single crochet, and then a double crochet, skip 2 stitches, and then a single. Remember, it's a little harder working into the slip stitches, a double, then your last single crochet, we skip the last stitch, and then you're going to join with a slip stitch to the beginning double crochet, you'll slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. Here's one, and the last one you're changing back to color A, and this also gets us to the top of the point. Here, if you like, you can join me in weaving in our beginning tails. I just don't like to save everything till the end of a project. When I'm weaving in my loose ends, I always do 3 passes just to make sure they're very secure. I'm speeding up this bit of project maintenance. And before you know it, we're ready to move on. Here we are at round 10. We begin this round with a chain 1, and then into that same stitch we work a double crochet, mark our stitch, and then also into the same stitch we work a single, a double, a single, and one more double. You'll skip a stitch and then you'll single crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the stitch after that. Now we're going to single crochet decrease over the next 4 stitches. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, next, and then into that 4th stitch, and now yarn over and pull through all of the loops on your hook. Then carry on by working a double crochet in the next stitch and a single crochet in the stitch after that, and then we'll skip a stitch. So here is the repeating pattern for round 10. Into the next stitch, you'll work a double, single, double, single, double. And then you'll skip a stitch, work a single crochet in the next stitch, and then a double crochet in the stitch after that. Now we'll work a single crochet decrease over the next 4 stitches. Then double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and skip the last stitch before the next point. We'll be working this repeating pattern a total of 9 times. At the end of the round, we'll join with a slip stitch to our beginning double crochet. Then we'll slip stitch into the next 2 stitches, changing to color B on our last stitch. Take a moment to admire all of your hard work. We have one more row that's a little bit more involved, and then it's all downhill from there. Are you ready? Let's jump into round 11, which begins with a chain 1, and then into that same stitch you work a double crochet, mark that stitch, and into that same stitch a single crochet, and then another double crochet. You're going to skip a stitch, then work a single crochet decrease. To do so, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop twice, yarn over, pull through all of the loops on your hook. Double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and then double crochet in the stitch after that. Then you'll make one more single crochet decrease, skip a stitch, and you're at the next point. Our repeating pattern for this round begins with this stitch. You'll work a double crochet, a single crochet, and another double crochet in that stitch, skip a stitch, single crochet decrease, and then you work a double crochet, a single crochet, and a double crochet, single crochet decrease, skip a stitch, and you're back to the top of the repeating pattern. Here I am at the end of the round, working through this repeating pattern for the last time. Single crochet decrease, then double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet decrease. You can see I'm working into a slip stitch, and then we're skipping that last stitch. Don't mistake that joining slip stitch for a stitch. If you pull on the working yarn from the previous row, that stitch will disappear. And then we can finish off this round by joining with a slip stitch to the beginning double crochet. And then we need to slip stitch into the next stitch, changing to color C. At the end of round 11, the sides of our hat are starting to turn upward. This is a larger shape than a typical beanie. The sunburst will not be sitting at the crown of the head, but more towards the back, because this head cover is designed to be worn like a slouchy hat. Let's jump back in with round 12. To begin this round, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch, place your stitch marker, and now we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. Our repeating pattern for this round is to work a double crochet in the next stitch, and then a single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this all the way around. Here we are at the end of the round, and I'm working my last double crochet and then a single crochet. This round has 80 stitches, and it's a really good idea at this point to double check your stitch count. We're skipping the last stitch and then joining with a slip stitch to the beginning double crochet. Yarn over and pull up color A, and we're ready to move on to round 13. These easy rounds feel so good after working those really involved ones, and round 13 is no different. You chain 1, you single crochet into the same stitch, mark that first single crochet, and then you'll double crochet into the next stitch. Our repeat for this round is to single crochet in the next stitch, then double crochet in the stitch after that. Single, double. Simply repeat this all the way around. when you reach the end. I've got just a couple stitches left. Remember not to mistake that loose yarn for a stitch. You should still have 80 stitches in your round. Join with a slip stitch to the top of that beginning single crochet. And we're going to bring up color B. And we're all set for round 14. Round 14 begins with a chain 1, and then we'll double crochet in that same stitch. We're basically just alternating whether we start our rounds with a single or a double. Then we'll single crochet in the next stitch. Our repeating pattern for this round is to double crochet in the next stitch and then single crochet in the stitch after that. Double, single, and I have time traveled to the end of this round where we will join with a slip stitch to the beginning double crochet. This time we're changing our color to color C, and we're ready to move on. I can never resist taking a moment to play with my work in progress. I think this color palette is really pretty for this time of year as we're heading into the fall. We just completed round 14. We have 80 stitches in each round at this point. For rounds 15 through 18, we're going to repeat rounds 13 and 14 respectively, or in that order. And for your convenience, I've included the directions for 13 and 14 below, so you can pause the video right here and work these next 4 rounds. I'm going to keep things moving right into round 19, which begins with a chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, and then mark that first stitch. Now we'll work a double crochet in the next stitch and then a single crochet in the stitch after that twice, and then in the next stitch we'll work a double crochet. Now we're going to do something a little different. We're going to work a single double crochet decrease. I have included detailed instructions in the text above. For the rest of round 19, you'll repeat the following: single crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the stitch after that 3 times, and then work the single crochet, double crochet, decrease. You'll repeat this all the way around, so essentially there'll be 6 stitches and a decrease, 6 stitches and a decrease. This will bring our stitch count from 80 down to 70 stitches in this round. I'm just working through the repeat a couple of times so that you can watch and get the hang of it. Remember, we're just alternating stitches from single to double, single to double, single to double, single double decrease. And when we come to the end, we will slip stitch to the beginning single crochet and change to color B. You'll be happy to know that round 20 is a nice simple round. It begins with a chain 1 and then work a double crochet in the same stitch. We'll single crochet in the stitch after that. And then our repeating pattern is to double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, double, single, double, single. So we'll just repeat this all the way around. When we reach the end of this round, we'll join with a slip stitch to that beginning double crochet and we'll change to color C. We're still at a stitch count of 70. Okay, take a breath, shake out those hands. We only have 7 rounds to go. Round 21 begins with a chain 1. We'll single crochet in the same stitch. And then repeat this pattern, double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the stitch after that, 2 times. And now we're going to work a double single decrease. I've written out the instructions for this up in the text above. Here's the repeating pattern for the rest of round 21. You'll double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the stitch after that, 2 times, then work another double crochet, then you'll work a single double decrease. After that, you're going to single crochet in the next stitch, then double, single, and then you'll do a double single decrease. You'll repeat this entire thing 4 times. It's a fairly long repeating pattern, so just take your time. Remember when I said it would all be downhill from here? I kind of forgot about round 21. Round 21 is definitely a little more involved. To think about it in simpler terms, you're working 5 stitches and then a decrease, 5 stitches and then a decrease. You're just always alternating between double crochets and single crochets as you work your way around. I definitely demonstrated this round a little bit more because I know it's a biggie, but here we are at the last repeat. We'll double in the next stitch, then single crochet, double, then single, and then one more double crochet in the next stitch. We'll work one last single double decrease, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning single crochet. But guess what? We're not changing colors anymore. We're going to be working our ribbed brim all in color C. Our stitch count is now at 60, and you can go ahead and cut colors A and B. We're all done with those 2 colors. It's also time to switch out our crochet hooks. So remove your 6mm and find your 5mm crochet hook. And then round 22, we're going to chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, and continue to mark that first stitch. I just think it's helpful. So it means you don't have to think too hard when you come to the end of a round. You're going to love round 22 because all we're doing is single crocheting in each stitch around. So just enjoy a nice leisurely round of single crochet. When you get to the end of round 22, you're going to join with a slip stitch to the beginning single crochet. There should be 60 stitches in round 22. Time out to admire our project. It almost looks like a beret at this point, and you can try it on and see if the brim size is feeling good to you. This is a one size fits most adults, but I'll talk at the end about how you can make some simple adjustments to the size. We have just 5 rounds left to go, and with round 23, we're beginning our ribbed brim. This gives our brim a nice elasticity to it. you'll chain 1 and then work a front post double crochet around your same stitch. So we're working from front to back around the post of the same stitch. I'm going to go ahead and mark this first stitch of our round. And then into the next stitch, we're going to work a back post double crochet. So it's just a regular double crochet, but we're going to work from back to front around the post of the stitch. Then our repeating pattern for this round is to front post double crochet in the next stitch, back post double crochet in the stitch after that. So you're just going to go from front to back, working around the posts of the stitches. I'm going to do a few more, and I'm hoping that if this is a new technique for you, if you just watch it back a few times, you'll be able to pick it up. If you are struggling and you have questions, please leave them for me in the comments below, and I will do my very best to help. We're coming up to the end of round 23. The last stitch will be this back post double crochet, and then you'll join with a slip stitch to our first front post double crochet. It might be a good idea to count your stitches. You should still have 60 stitches. Then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. We're all set up for round 24. You'll work a front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then a back post double crochet in the next stitch. This is our repeating pattern for round 24. Front post double crochet, then back post double crochet, front, then back. This should feel a little bit easier. It's just much easier to work into the double crochets than it was to work into those single crochets. So just continue to work this pattern all the way around. At the end of the round, on the very last back post double crochet, work around the last stitch and also the chain 1 right next to it. Then you'll join with a slip stitch to your beginning front post double crochet, and I'm just realizing that I forgot my stitch marker. And then you'll chain 1 and turn. For our last 3 rounds, rounds 25 through 27, you'll be repeating round 24. I've written it out again for you below, just to make things a little bit easier. You can pause the video right here and work these 3 rounds. The right side of your work will be facing you on the odd numbered rounds. And because the video must go on, here I am at the end of round 27. We're joining with a slip stitch to our beginning front post double crochet, and this time we can cut our work and finish off weaving in all of your loose ends. And here we have our completed Sunburst Slouchy. I love the laid back look of a slouchy hat. This one has a touch of whimsy. I also love how the stitch variation really helps to camouflage our seam. I know there can be challenges with a one-size-fits-most design. I'm going to leave a couple of measurements in the description below. If your hat is working up to be a larger or a smaller size than mine, you can make adjustments in your hook size or your yarn weight to match my measurements. I hope you enjoyed today's project. Is it a sunburst? Is it a flower? I don't know, but it is absolutely a slouchy. It's got personality, it's a little quirky and fun. The technique that we use to create the ribbed brim could also be used in other projects. It would be great as a cuff, a collar. It's fun to think about how you can use techniques from one project and apply them to another. It's time for me to say goodbye for today. Please hit like and subscribe. I share videos on Tuesdays. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new pattern. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.